Yo, what's up? My name is Trey Little, and I wanted to talk about why Christian hip-hop is hurting and the issues going on in Christian hip-hop. There's been a whole argument of Christian hip-hop artists or artists that's the Christian and all these debates and all these different things. So stick around after the intro and let's talk about it. Ayy. Real quick before we hop into this video, I just wanted to say shout out to Kate Tellis for sending me and my wife this sweet merch package. I just got it like the other day, and gear is like pretty dope. So I'm gonna open up that in a minute because I got one hand and I'm feeding my son right now. Jai, say what up. So yeah, I mean they sent the dope camo. I don't think I've ever wore camo, but I'm gonna rock this one because this is like, the quality is just fire. Like, I'm really excited. Like, I'm gonna be walking around in Detroit in the hood with the camo on, so I'm excited for that. Then I got this really high quality t-shirt right here, so this looked like something good to work out in and just have. So shout out to Kate Tellis for sponsoring me. They sent the dope letter and stuff like that. They sent the dope writing and stuff. So. Then we got the black, with like the grayish. Yo, this is fire. Thanks again. So look, some people may say, who are you? I've never heard of you before. You know, who is Trey Little? What do you know about Christian hip hop? But for those who don't know, I started doing music when I was in elementary. That was like, I don't know, like when I was like 9, 8, I don't know the math, whatever. So, but I started touring professionally like 6 years ago, and I was traveling with like a worship pop band, and we were playing all of the top festivals in the country. So I was playing with artists like Lecrae. We did some shows with NF before anybody knew who he was. We did some shows with like Chris Tomlin, or opened up for Chris Tomlin, Sidewalk Prophets, Ring Collective, just like all the top Christian artists, you know, and these are the guys who make the big bucks, the guys who are most known in Christian music. And this is important because these are the top dogs, so I've learned from them. And then as I started traveling and getting more into like the industry, I started learning all these different things. So when I started to part ways with the worship pop band that I was in, I was going to try to, you know, see if I can like be a part of the Christian hip hop community, because Christian contemporary Christian music is at the top. They draw the biggest amount of people. They're on Christian radio. They make the most money, and these are the headliners at festivals. These are like, you know, the top dogs, Newsboys. I was doing events with them and still are doing events with them. And Christian hip hop is a subgenre of contemporary Christian music. So Christian hip hop isn't as big as contemporary Christian music, and this is important because of the context. So artists like Lecrae and KB and Andy Mineo are at the top because they partner with people like Chris Tomlin and David Crowder, and they get booked for like the larger CCM festivals that pay the big bucks. So when I try to really get involved with Christian hip hop, because people were calling me like a Christian rapper, so I thought like, oh, well, I'm touring and opening up for the biggest artists in Christian music, so maybe I'll be able to get accepted in. But what I realized was a lot of the artists already had their crews and their labels, and they already had made it. And then another thing I realized, that there was only like 3 publications at the time, press, like Rapzilla, Jam the Hype, and DJ Wado. So DJ Wado stepped back, and then Jam the Hype, I haven't heard much from them, and Rapzilla was the only one, so I tried to get on Rapzilla. They didn't accept anything. So I realized like, okay, I need money to get on these places, and I didn't really have money. And then I needed to know someone. So like, if I wasn't connected with like Reach Records or the top labels like RMG, I had no hope of really getting on this unless I really built a buzz and a fan base. And at that time, like, people knew who I was, but I didn't have a buzz and fan base in Christian music. I just had my own lane of like homeschool kids in the suburbs, and then from all the shows that I was traveling around the country. So I just started to kind of feel hopeless, like I didn't have a way in. And then when I started talking to other local artists and up-and-coming artists, they felt the same way. And then what I realized is, yo, even if Rapzilla wanted to post everybody, they can't, because they're one place. Like, there's just not much of an infrastructure. And I learned that quickly it's not fair for me to have expectations for Rapzilla to post me, because I felt like I had entitlement which a lot of us young artists do when we get saved and we want to do music. So what I learned quick was like I had to build my own buzz and my own fan base in a way that I could, in a way that went with what I believe and that was right with me, you know, morally and stuff. And that's what I'm doing now. So my point is that the new generation of artists who are Christian are starting to take matters into their own hands and build a buzz and get popping on their own means, whether it's like clout chasing or following trends and stuff like that. And then the old heads, or, you know, the older artists in the genre, they're kind of like, yo, what y'all doing? That's not how to do it. And there's this gap. And I feel like it's just because, like, there's not really that much infrastructure and structure because, and I'm guilty of it. So, like, when I first got saved, I thought, oh, let me make dope music and get signed by Lecrae, then get on Rapzilla. Everybody's trying to do that. But what y'all need to understand as an artist, y'all got to build y'all own thing. And we got to stop thinking that these people are... You know, we got to stop being entitled to think that Derek Minor, Lecrae, and all these guys, we deserve for them to put us on a song. We got to stop feeling entitled to think Rapzilla got to post us. And like I said, I'm guilty of it. I used to feel mad and bitter. But as I learned, like, yo, I got my DMs blowing up of artists trying to get free beats and trying to get on the tour with me. And I'm like, I can't help everybody. I only can help the people who help themselves and get to a certain point. And, like, it's not perfect. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I try to help anybody that I can, and I do believe everybody deserves a chance, but you gotta show that you're putting in the work first. And you know what I mean, like, you gotta show people why they should take you serious. Like, can't nobody do anything for us if we're not already doing it for ourselves. So I think the problem with Christian hip-hop is that we expect everybody at the top to just pull us up. You got to work with the person that's in your city together. Y'all got to get popping together. Y'all got to create y'all own thing. Y'all got to put y'all bread behind y'all music. Y'all gotta pay y'all own producers and start paying to get stuff promoted on Instagram. And the moment I did that, instantly it was like I started getting noticed by a lot of big dogs and, you know, Christian hip-hop. And it's funny because I'm not even really trying to chase being accepted anymore. I'm building my own thing. I'm doing covers. I'm working with any artist that I have the same vision with. Like, I'm not just in the CHH genre trying to get accepted by the big dogs, because I feel like it's not fair because it's not big enough. I have to create my own infrastructure, and I have to do that while helping other people, and then that's when they'll take me serious. But it's like, yo, we got to start building our own infrastructure. And then we got to start doing that because, like I said, we got to create the own blogs. We got to create it for ourselves and not expect them to just put us on. Like, for real, you got to go out and build your own buzz on your social media. And for me, like, I'm doing that. I'm okay with not being mentioned by, like, the big dogs and being in these circles, like, for real, because that's, like, the last thing I'm worried about. I got to build something for myself and for my family and then give God the glory through that, you know what I mean? So just take that as an encouragement. Like, work hard. If y'all need any help and advice, reach out to me. I make my content to help out younger artists just because I wish I had that when I was coming up. But for real, the problem in CHH is that people are expecting to get help and get put on when, like, the industry's trying to survive. And then when Lecrae decided to go, you know, mainstream, everybody's going free for all, you know what I mean? And there's all these arguments and stuff. But Lecrae did that, I feel, was to, like, grow. He said he wasn't trying to build CHH, but overall, Lecrae being known more by the world and by, like, the bigger demographic was going to bring more attention to the CHH artist. So for me, I let people call, you know, me whatever they want to call it. Some people call me a positive rapper. Some people call me a Christian rapper. Some people call me a motivational rapper, a conscious rapper. Like, it is what it is. Like, for real, like, build it. Do, you know, what God is calling you to do if you're a Christian artist, and whatever your convictions are, like, go after that, you know what I mean? Like, and build that. Don't expect to try to put yourself in a situation where you're expecting people to accept you, because it might not happen. They may never know you exist, and you got to be okay with that because you got to build your own thing. So for real, like, I'm proud of what Lecrae is doing and what everybody else is doing, like, for real, because everybody's trying to build, and hopefully that in the future that, like, you know, the community evolves and stuff like that. And I'll have to do more videos on this because I can't answer every question and answer everything in one video, but those are just a few ideas that I have. Hopefully that helped. Make sure you subscribe for more and comment, and let's chop it up in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe. Peace, and thank you for watching.
My cup it overflowing, about to take a sip. About to hit the beat and then let it rip. I'll never quit.